Hello, I'm Rin, and the Record Store Day list is out, so let's talk about it. So, first, predictions. What was I predicting? And as always, people know me, Sparks. I've been predicting Sparks because typically they do for Record Store Day an anniversary edition of an album or Friday, Good Friday. Sparks fans know who I'm talking about. That label usually does Record Store Day firsts, and between the anniversary editions and the Record Store Day firsts, that's how I've been able to collect their back catalog as a new fan. I was hoping we'd get angst in our pants this year because no way was I going to pay $60 for a used copy, but nothing from Sparks. Not surprised because last year they did do 40th anniversary Number One Heaven alongside the Noel album. There's No More Life Than Dancing they produced. And then they had a live album for Record Store Day Black Friday. So I'm not surprised. And also they just announced their new album. So makes sense they're holding off. But I'm still holding out one day. Give me angst in my pants for Record Store Day. Please. So on to what I'm excited about. First things first is I have the Neverending Story soundtrack. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up or not, but it does interest me. There's Oasis. They're doing Time Flies 1994 to 2009. Looks so interesting because it's like most of the singles and such you'd want out of an Oasis collection. But someone did point out there is no Champagne Supernova on it, which does kind of make a mark in my book because I absolutely love Champagne Supernova. But it's still a solid track list, and it's a 4 LP release. Wow, 4 black records of Oasis, and I do not own Oasis currently, so maybe it's not the highest priority for me. Talking Heads live on tour. That one includes 3 of my favorite songs from Talking Heads. Found a Job, Thank You for Sending Me an Angel, Psycho Killer, actually 4, Take Me to the River. That's interesting. I'm not big into live albums, but I'm willing to give it a chance because it is Talking Heads, so maybe. And then the 2 I'm most excited about that I did tell my record store about were we have selections from It's Easter, the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown. That one is being released as a Easter egg mystery. I normally don't go for the cut die shaped records, but I've been starting to collect Charlie Brown records, Peanuts. And see my love for Peanuts, and if you could see underneath this, I am wearing a Snoopy shirt. So I'm excited for that one. So that at some point I can do a Peanuts Charlie Brown wall. Next is more Peanuts Charlie Brown. This one is Jazz Impressions of a Boy Named Charlie Brown, alternate takes. Those are the 2 I told my record store about that I really wanted. Those are the 2 I'm most hyped for, so I can collect all the Charlie Brown records. And the next one that interests me is War. And it's the Why Can't We Be Friends 50th Anniversary Collection. I really love War. We are fans of War in this household. That one looks interesting. And a lot of these, aside from Charlie Brown, are going to be, if I see it and it's within my budget, might potentially pick it up or wait to see if later date they are still there. And the one I was most excited for is definitely over Charlie Brown, the Wombats 10th Anniversary Edition of Glitter Bug. Really excited because I love the Wombats. I saw them on the tour after this album for Beautiful People Ruin Your Life. They're amazing live. They're fantastic. I love them since I was a teenager. I'm really excited for... Hang on. Of course, it's a Zoetrope. Why? I don't do I haven't told you all yet, but you'll quickly learn I don't do zoetropes and I don't do picture discs. And of course, 10th anniversary version of this one is a zoetrope. I do not own this one, so I think I'm going to stick to finding it not as a zoetrope, skipping the record store day one. That bums me out. Why the Wombats? Why 10th anniversary edition is a zoetrope? And the one thing that, aside from being a zoetrope, that stands out is there's a 12th track on it, and it is the Greek tragedy Oliver Nelson TikTok remix. That's a bummer. I'm not into zoetropes. And I swear, half this list is zoetropes and picture discs. Why? Why? Also, Fleetwood Mac, do we need an 80 millionth picture disc from you? The Cure, do we need an 80 millionth picture disc from you? I own exactly one picture disc. Count them, one. This is the only picture disc I own, and I severely regret buying it to actually give this some life. Because I'm like, what do you do with this? I brought it to Vinyl Club, so it got played. But do we need picture discs? And also, zoetropes, you need a special app for. That's no fun. I'm going to look at this record player and go look at the funny moving picture. My two biggest things I'm looking forward to are the two Charlie Brown records. A lot of the other stuff I'm not as interested in. There was one from Del the Funky Homo Sapien, this just in, that at first I thought I might pick up, but then of course it is also a picture disc. I just don't think the world needs all these picture discs or zoetropes. But definitely the two Charlie Brown records I'm going to pick up. And that may be it for me for a record store day. We'll see. But I have been Ren, as I wish more people said, don't forget to be awesome.